Let's see this. Is it alright to get in?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, can I? Oh,
It's better if you get in this side. Just put
It
your right leg around the stick.
right leg or
Yep.
left?
Your right leg. Yep. No, right leg.
That's left.
Oh, sorry, big. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. So that's the difference.
What's the smell of fuel? Is that
Yeah,
just
there is
built
a
up?
bit of a fuel smell there.
Yeah. It's just that normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we're going away, see, this never gets opened up,
Right.
and the fuel tank is right behind the wall there.
Yep. And where's the storage compartments they talk
Well,
about?
behind the seat, there's storage.
That's where you basically keep
And I
your
also
stuff.
put bags up here.
Yeah.
My wife and I stand a bag up each behind our head.
Right. I saw
yeah.
one where the actual bag is the back headrest.
That's a Maggie, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all they've got though. It's a little tiny bag. It's ridiculous.
Is it?
Absolutely ridiculous.
And this one can take more.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. What is this device? That's your artificial horizon?
No,
and
it's
stuff?
a GPS.
That's GPS. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's from Garmin, or?
Yes, that's Garmin.
Yeah. They option. It's close.
Yeah.
It's close. Like you're shoulder to shoulder, basically. Like
Probably, I reckon there'd be more room in this than a Foxbat. I think.
yeah, it feels bigger than a Foxbat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially down here.
Yeah. Oh, look, I've never
Because
felt.
they go in, don't they?
Yeah, I've never felt crowded in it. But,
No?
And the pedals are adjustable, so you pull that cord and
Yep.
you can adjust them up to your feet.
And
you
this
can
for
adjust
set
it-
for you?
You can adjust the seat back if you want.
And this is like your seat?
That's my seat. Yeah.
And your wife sits there?
Yeah.
Typically, yeah. And how long comfortably do you guys go up for? How do you generally plan for?
I don't plan for any more than 2.5 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
It's capable of 5 hours.
Yeah. But you need bathroom and you need...
Oh, look, it's just...
Can't eat anything.
We do it for fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way in the world I want to sit in the thing for 5 hours, as much as I love flying.
Yeah.
2.5 hours and you've sort of had enough. When we were over in Western Australia last year, we did a couple of 3.5 hour legs between... because it's so far apart over there. Places are so far apart. But
yeah, right, because there's just nothing to stop. Yeah.
Well, you've got to have an airfield, or you've got to stop for fuel or food, or you've got to have a reason to stop. So, but no, look, it's.
How do you deal with that fuel? Out there, I've seen videos where people are actually landing in like what look like, like next to a petrol station.
Well, yeah, that's me.
That's you.
Yeah, we do that all the time. You can do it out there and get away with it.
Yeah.
It's incredibly illegal.
Yeah.
But who out there? No one cares. They think it's a fantastic. They think it's a.
And do you know which ones you can do that at, basically, from what you see?
Not really, but you.
I suppose that what you don't see is what's the catch.
Some people get annoyed. Some of the service station owners don't like it. There's one across the Nullarbor that they don't like you landing on the road, so we use the airfield, but it's quite a long way away.
Yeah.
So then what we do is we land and we have to taxi up to the pump to get fuel.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah,
though. Once you're allowed. Well, you're not allowed.
We're not really allowed to do it because you're on the road, But say out there you can get away with a lot, whereas around here you can't. I wouldn't dream of doing it around here.
No. What, you shoot jerry cans out here?
Yeah, we have these things called bladders. They're like a flexible flat pack type thing.
Yeah.
So we'll go into town, fill them up, fill the machine up, and then they fold flat again, and then you pack them away. And then,
right.
So this one takes 100 litres of fuel. That one takes 68.
Yeah.
So this one's got a better fuel capacity.
Yeah.
This one's also got what we call an in-flight adjustable prop.
Yeah.
So I can change the pitch of the prop in flight,
Yeah.
which is it's about a $7,000 extra.
Yes.
But it gives you much better fuel economy.
Yeah.
And more speed.
Yeah. You don't have to do lean and stuff with the Rotax.
No.
That's all electronically managed.
Exactly.
And so, how have you worked? Of course, how much do you consume up? Like what's the most economical?
If you sit on around between 4,800 and 5,000 revs, you'll use about 20 litres an hour.
At what altitude?
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, right.
We don't go high enough that it matters.
Yeah. These things technically have a 15,000 ceiling. Don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah. I've been up to 10,000 feet.
Yeah. Beyond that, you need oxygen, don't you? Really?
Yeah, well, you're supposed to, yeah. I mean, we flew over Mount Kosciuszko a few times, and that's 8,500.
I didn't realise.
And so we went over the top of that a few times. But look, to be honest with you, if you're that high, I don't know why you'd bother. Well, I'd rather go with Jetstar or someone than fly at 10,000 feet. I just can't. It just doesn't do anything for me.
Everything's so far away.
Everything's so small. And I like to be down interacting, you know.
So when you do the Kosciuszko, you climbed up with?
Yeah,
that's the right way.
Well, that's right. I mean, it didn't feel like you were that high because we only just above the top of the mountain, you know. But no, look, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a great experience. It's not for everyone. It is expensive. These now are about 220,000.
Are they?
For these, with a turbo, that one's about 120,000.
Yeah.
The catalyst, it'd be up around 140, 160.
You're the president of their club?
Yeah.
I saw that on the
of the association.
Association, yeah. So you know these machines quite well, huh? Is that just in the association of?
Oh no, I'm the president of the Australia-wide
ASRA.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome.
But look, we.
So I've actually come to exactly the right guy.
Well, we
That's just lucky.
We have to deal with a lot of. We have to do a lot of accident investigation. So there's There's parts of the job that aren't really pretty.
Sure.
But it's all part of what we've got to do. You know, we've got 2 investigations at the moment with 4 fatalities.
Really?
That, but you know, as when I tell people that, you know, they go, "Oh, 4 fatalities, geez," you know. But two of them shouldn't have been flying. The machines were grounded, and a father and son in Western Australia took it on themselves to take their machine flying.
Right.
When it was grounded, and
who grounds it? You guys?
We do, yeah.
And this is through the registration system?
Yes, just a normal registration system, yeah.
And the mechanic would have said it and said, this needs to be corrected?
No, this directive came direct from us. Our operations people just sent out these machines with this particular... What it was is that this person designed this system that halfway up the mast they had a plate.
Yeah.
So the mast could fold down so they could put it away in a normal garage, and it broke at the plate. So the first one up at Orange broke.
Because it's too much stress.
Yeah, so we grounded that design, and then these guys over in Western Australia who had the same design, exactly the same design, decided they'd go flying, and father and son, and gone, you know.
Yeah, right.
It's terribly tragic.
And you get, there's no way they missed that directive.
Oh, no. They actually rang up 2 weeks beforehand to find out was the directive still in place.
Sure.
And they were told yes it was, and
that's an airworthiness directive. That's what that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
and what is the correction for that? Is it to change the whole thing or to weld it up?
Well, what the manufacturer did, he designed new plates.
Yeah.
And we said that's fine, but you're going to have to get them independently tested.
Yeah. When
that gets signed off, they're fit for purpose. Then you can fit them and then fly again. You know.
Right.
So that was the fix for it, but he's never really. He hasn't done that yet. He still hasn't done it.
Yeah. Right.
So there's people around Australia now that have got these machines that are useless because they can't fly them until this fellow.
It has to be on this guy, not like another engineer to redo the whole thing.
Well, the manufacturer, he's the one that's got to
apply,
get it,
comply.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's wow. Besides just buying a machine, what am I up for? What should I think about?
Okay.
Hangering it, obviously.
Okay, yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, hangarage is...
You can't keep these outside by the look of them.
Oh, you can, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, it's too much money. I mean,
exactly,
for a start, you'd look after it. But first thing you'd have to do would be to join ASRA.
Yes. That's $350.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. As a student pilot.
Yep.
And then you start training, but you really need to look at the big picture.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Otherwise, you're wasting money.
I don't mind paying for an experience and learning a thing.
Well, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, and I'm happy with that. That's why I'm here in the first place, because my friend said, you're going down the fixed wing path. It's fine, but try this and maybe you'll see that this is... Did you ever do fixed wing yourself?
No.
No, you went straight to this.
A little bit of helicopter.
Yeah.
I started in helicopters, but realised that really, unless you're doing it for a job, it's just cost prohibitive.
It really is, yeah.
Oh, it's $800 an hour.
Yeah.
Just to run it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, and I'd retired, so I really needed. I don't have massive income anymore, so I basically, rely on. I do this to pay the rent. That's
brilliant.
That's what I do.
That's exactly what my friend was talking about.
It funds the hobby. That's really.
So you get to fly for free, effectively.
Pretty much. Yeah. So that's all I do it for. Because, and also I love talking about them. I love. I love people like you that are obviously interested in aviation. Yeah. I enjoy it. Yeah. And
I'll tell you, my goal, my mission was to learn to travel and have an option that doesn't involve me constantly going and booking tickets to places, going there and going, I'm a tourist here, right? What I wanted to do was to start seeing the world from an up-close perspective, more of it, and to get to more places more easily. And I understood now that it's weather dependent. I understand that now. I didn't at the time, right? But mostly, like this, what you're saying is less controlled, weather controlled.
Oh yeah. Look, rain's the only thing. I mean, we can go up in not a cyclone, but we can go up in virtually any conditions. Yeah. And this is what I've been up at places around here where the fixed wing guys are out there tying their machines to the ground. Yeah. And cannot believe that anyone could possibly fly in this, and we jump in and go flying.
Because it's like what, more than 30 knots?
It might be over 30 knots, and they just find it incredible that you can do that. And
the crosswind even component for most of those planes is in the teams, right?
Crosswind's done because we land across the runway. Yeah. So a crosswind is not a crosswind to us.
Of course, If you always want to run into the wind, so that's why you came in that way.
Oh, I came in that way to keep away from the homes at the top of the runway. Okay, just to be nice to them. But look, there was a little bit of a breeze, but there wasn't much of a breeze. No. It wasn't helping a terrible lot, but we still landed at about 40 knots, So
that was so smooth.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do?
No, it wasn't.
I think that's it. Oh, there is one question I have, which is, I can't seem to find much information on like autopilot. I can find plenty of navigation stuff, but is there any such a thing?
Autopilot?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
No. Yeah. I was just curious why. Yeah, it's just too sophisticated at this point, or?
I guess so. Look, with these things, it's all about weight. So the more instrumentation you have, the more weight there is.
Sure. An autopilot, at the end of the day, is a mechanical device that has to control. Yeah.
Every bit of weight you put in it makes flying, not so much flying, but getting off the ground more difficult.
Sure.
I've had days here with heavy people, not in this one, but in actually that cavalon there, 2 over, where we couldn't get off the runway because the guy that I wanted me to take me flying, he was too heavy, and the machine wasn't running particularly well either. But we had to abort 3 takeoffs, and in the end, I said, no, it needs to be fixed. It's got to be.
The machine was the problem.
Well, it was not so much the machine. The prop, which gives you your speed, wasn't pitched right. So
and that was ground adjustable, isn't
it? Yes, that's ground adjustable. Yeah. So it wasn't flight adjustable. So I couldn't get enough pitch in it to be able to take off safely. Right. So I said, no, I'm not flying until it's fixed. So then we brought it back, fixed it up, and then it was fine. But the weight also played a terribly big part in that day as well. Right. And air density. I mean, we have a thing called density altitude, which is how thick the air is. Yeah. And on days when the air is quite thin, well, today's not too bad, but you get a very humid day here, and I tell you what, flying is difficult.
Because of the thickness of the air?
Because of the thickness of the air.
Yeah, right.
It sounds ridiculous, but it really, and any person that flies knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, only because I haven't experienced that. But
Well, it's 840 feet here.
Yeah.
And the density altitude here at the moment today has this airfield at nearly 2,000 feet.
I see.
Because of the density of the air, it means that taking off here today will not be like taking off at 800 feet. It'll be like taking off at nearly 2,000 feet. And the higher you go, the less molecules there are in the air.
Yeah.
And the wing, the rotating wing or the fixed wing, it doesn't get as much lift because less molecules means less lift.
Sure.
It gets a bit technical, but
No,
but
that's
the
fine.
guts of
Fine.
it.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
Yeah.